People believe in many different things. I believe in the existence of ghosts. With my fellow investigator Nicole, we capture much of our evidence through the spirit box, also known as a ghost box. Sometimes we get nothing, and sometimes we hit the jackpot. This is our evidence, and this is Minnesota GhostBox. It's like going back in time. A small town that has been virtually untouched. A main street that leads to one of Minnesota's greatest treasures, the Palmer House. Inside the Palmer House is a nice, comfortable setting where the friends and laughter are plentiful. This place is a prime example of how haunted does not always mean scary.
The Sauk Center house was here first. It was built in 1858, burnt down in 1900. The townspeople were quoted as saying, now we'll have a respectable hotel in town, so we're not sure how on purpose or not on purpose that might have burnt down. Palmers came in 1900. They built the Palmer House. It opened up on September 26, 1901.
Char lets us know about one of the most famous people to work at the Palmer House.
While they were here, they employed a young gentleman to do their night clerking, and that was Sinclair Lewis, and he got fired 3 times because he was too busy writing his books and things. So his book Main Street is about Sauk Center. He named Sauk Center Gopher Prairie, and he refers to the Minnewaska Hotel, and that is actually the Palmer House. So.
Dave Thompson was staying at the Palmer House when we did our investigation. In fact, he took part in an investigation here the night before.
So then last night we went to the tour or whatever. We went downstairs and sat for a while, and I did shoot some pictures while I was down there, and did happen to catch an orb. So here's the picture I took, and this is Kathy. If you look above her head, right there, there is somebody saying hello. I'm getting chills to think about it, actually.
Yeah, right?
So either that or somebody standing behind me.
Since we're sharing evidence, I decided to share an EVP with Dave that we picked up in what is called the Snowman Room in the basement the week before.
Right.
The EVP is 2 voices correcting us as we had talked about how the snowmen in the room no longer worked through electrical power.
Very cool. It works. Yeah, but then afterwards, when we're fainter, it does.
I asked Char and Kara what makes the Palmer House so haunted.
And this land, there was an old Fort Sauk Center, and I'm not exactly sure how close it was to this actual building right now, but it was known as a place of sanctuary where people could go, get away from the fighting, they'd be safe, that everybody was welcome. And I just think that this land just has that feel, and the Palmer House building has somehow embraced that atmosphere as well, and people that come here now living feel that this is a place of comfort and joy, and they like it and they want to come back. It's their happy place, and who's to say it's not their happy place on the other side? And honestly, they're all happy, the ones that are here, so they're not here because they're angry, they're here because they're happy and they want to be. It's still their sanctuary.
We find numerous people that it is in the soil. Yeah, there's just something.
Yeah.
And it goes way back to Native American times. I know, I'm feeling it too. We're getting full. Whoa. Are you feeling it too?
Yeah.
It's like somebody just opened up the freezer door and I just got goosebumps. Wow.
Hopefully it means we're saying something right.
I think so.
Everyone starts to get the chills. Except for me. I feel left out.
Literally, if these walls could talk, and sometimes they do, but I mean, the stories that could come out of this building would just be so fascinating.
Excuse us.
Oh, so you're not done talking to us. Come on. You're going to the potty. We get it.
I love that.
And with that, we decide to tour the rooms upstairs. On the second floor of the Palmer house, we stop to take a look at an interesting chair.
We had some guests sit in the chair just because they get up the stairs like I just need to sit down, or they're waiting for someone to come out of the room, whatever reason they decide to sit in the chair. And it just feels like somebody else is there with them, either next to them, by them, or in the chair with them.
Shar invites Nicole to sit in this chair to get her take on what she feels.
Getting extremely warm, and the energy is like kind of enveloping, whereas last time it was more straight up and down behind me, like someone, it felt male, but I can't say that it was male because it wasn't really coming forward and making itself known. Yeah, that's interesting. Like the heart rate is kind of raising a little bit. That's an interesting chair.
So this is room 11, which where we believe a girl named Annie tends to stay. She does leave the room, but this kind of seems to be where she likes to hang out. Hi, Miss Annie. We've come to visit.
She didn't unpack my bags.
No, darn it.
Annie is one of the people here that we've had numerous psychics come in and paranormal teams came, and they just keep telling us the same stories over and over and over and over. So she's just someone that we know a lot about, but unlike the Palmers, where we can actually go back to the historical side and we can pull up birth certificate stuff, we can factually prove who they are. We don't have the facts on Annie. The interesting thing is, for the longest time, people would describe Annie and talk about Annie, and I never noticed this until I walked in her room one day, but this picture over on the wall is exactly how I picture Annie to be.
Our next stop is going up to the third floor to visit Lucy's room. Lucy has a lot of personality and demands respect.
Lucy was a lady that worked here, and so she likes to sit in this particular chair, and she doesn't like men in her room, and she doesn't like it especially if men sit in these two chairs because that leaves the bed for her, which is assuming something. Lucy is okay if she has to sit on the edge of the bed and chat with you, but if you're sitting in the chair with the whole purpose of
Tricking
now
her, making her
you
mad.
have to lay on the bed, because that's where with that intent again, that your intent is to get a reaction on the Lucy, so you're going to sit in the chair, so now you have to sit on the bed because that's where you belong, and that's where I'm going to get you upset. Yes, you're going to make her upset, and she'll leave the room. She'll just leave the room. If you're sitting in a chair, she's like, I'll just leave the room. I'm okay with that. Lucy has this perfume that is just so distinct. And the closest thing that I can come to what it smells like, remember Love's Baby Soft? Is that powdery, florally smell. And it's not just like she squirted it, it's like she dropped the bottle. I mean, it's strong. And you literally can walk and follow her through the building with it. And she can manipulate things. She learned how to use the air conditioner. I don't know how or why, but she likes to play with the air conditioner. Lucy's pretty cool though. I like Lucy. She's fun.
Agreed.
It is late in the night at the Palmer house, and everyone is asleep, which means it's time to begin our investigation. We're pretty much here by ourselves at the Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer House Hotel.
Yeah, and they've been very kind to us, and you've seen a bunch of interviews about what happens here. Now we're going to try to find out for ourselves. Now we're heading to Nicole's room 17. We decide to begin our investigation in Lucy's room, but while we're in there, we have set up cameras in other locations of the hotel. We have one in the lobby, we have one in the restaurant hotel, and of course, we had to put one in the snowman room in the basement. Our hope is to get it to move on camera. And with that, we are ready to begin our investigation.
Hi, Lucy.
This is how we set up the cameras for the investigation of Lucy's room. One camera that looks at the room, and the other just focuses on the REM pods and flashlights. I start out the investigation sitting by Lucy's chair. We use flashlights to get responses from spirits. Along with that, we use our spirit box, which rapidly scans through radio frequencies. It is believed the spirits use this energy to communicate with us. I start out explaining to Lucy and the other spirits the equipment we have in the room, but right away, I am told how it's going to be by Lucy herself.
If I'm too close to your chair, I apologize. And am I too close to your chair? Okay. I'm gonna move.
Lucy, do you want me to sit where Greg is sitting right now? Maybe Greg can come over here.
Lucy, if I move over there, will you talk to us? I'm going to do it regardless. I hope we didn't lose you. This is me moving. Hi.
Thanks, Lucy.
Okay.
As the rest of the hotel seems quiet, we try out the spirit box.
Lucy, are you in this room with us right now? Hello? Who are you? How many spirits are in this room with us right now?
My name was the first name said from the spirit box, and not for the last time in this room. And now it was time for someone else's name to be said.
Are there still 10 spirits in here with us?
What is really cool about this is the flashlight answered my question about how many spirits were in the room, and we got Nicole's name. We got the least amount of evidence in Lucy's room, but we're just getting started.
They're not here to harm us or you.
Andy, is it okay that I'm staying in your room tonight? Because I want to go sit in this chair. Every time I look over there, I get a rush of energy coming at me.
Not so cute.
I just would like to see him move. Can you make the snowman move?